Rivet crew, it's Thursday and it is New Year's Eve, so we're going to get our last workout of the year in today. We're wrapping things up with a long kind of steady state workout. We're doing 5 rounds for time, probably going to take anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes or so, right around, about half an hour or so on average, each round taking 5, 6 or more minutes. As always, as I'm on that topic, it's a good idea to have consistent times across the many rounds in a workout. So today, make a quick note of how long it takes you to do the first round, and then try to maintain a similar time as you do the following 4 rounds. So our first round takes you 6 minutes. Try to keep it right about 6 minutes as you go through the rest of the rounds. You get the idea. So we're looking at 40 AbMat sit-ups, 30 Russian kettlebell swings, 20 hand release push-ups, and some meters on the bike, 1,000 for the boys and 800 for the girls. One nice thing about this workout, it is very low interference. We did a workout either yesterday or the day before that was very high interference. It was all legs. Today's workout, we have AbMat sit-ups, which focuses on the core. Then we're doing some kettlebell swings, which is very posterior chain dominant, glutes and hamstrings. Then we have some hand release push-ups, which is very upper body push, of course. And then we have a bike, which is a little more leg dominant. So kind of as we cycle through the movements, each body part gets a break. And you don't come back to using that part again for another maybe 4 or 5 minutes or so. So this enables us to keep moving forward at a pretty good, strong pace as we go through the workout. Break up things as necessary. Again, low interference. We shouldn't have to break too much. Those AbMat sit-ups, maybe 1 break at the most. Those Russian swings, 1 break at the most. Hand release push-ups, that'll probably be the one that'll sneak up on you, as they always do. Breaking that one up probably a couple times, maybe even as many as 3 breaks in that. Make them quick, and then bike, strong, steady pace, and get right back to those sit-ups in the next round. All I want to talk to you about today is release. I'm going to use the word release on all these movements. So first off, AbMat sit-ups. One way to enable yourself to kind of get through big sets of AbMat sit-ups like this is thinking about kind of releasing a little bit of tension on the abs on the way back down, right? Most of the work in the sit-ups happens on the way up, right? We want to have a nice tight, active core there as we're pulling ourselves up. And as we come back down again, just think about releasing a little bit of tension, because that part is the work part, the slow negative, right? So we're kind of tight on the way up, and they're kind of just releasing as we relax over the abdomen, and then tight on the way back up again. So we're kind of releasing a little bit of tension in the abs on the way back down. Kettlebell swings. We have time to breathe at the top, right? We're popping those hips really hard. If we really focus on using the hips as we come up, we can actually get that moment of weightlessness. This is something that happens in like kipping pull-ups and stuff like that, where we're driving those hips, drives up. You get that little kind of moment of float right there where the kettlebell is weightless. It doesn't last very long, but it's just long enough to kind of like release the tension in your hands for just a moment, re-grip, I should say, and then right back down again. So this is good for a couple reasons. It really focuses on, or really forces you to really use those hips and glutes, right? We really want to drive hard. We don't want to use our arms. We don't want to use our hands. We don't use our shoulders to pull that up. We want to drive it up with the hips. Then we can release the grips a little bit, and it saves the grip on the many Russian swings we're doing today. So release just a little bit, and tension back up as it goes back down. Hand release push-ups, of course, releases are right there in the name of the movement. So this one, watch out for this. This is something you see a lot of. The hands tend to move. So when we do a push-up, ideally the hands are kind of, just below the chest or right about rib cage or so. What we really look for when we do push-ups is a vertical forearm, right? This puts your shoulder into a better position for not hurting your shoulder, and it puts us in a really nice spot for pushing. Get more leverage this way with that vertical forearm. What tends to happen is people will have that vertical forearm, they lift their hands up, but then they move forward just a little bit. So they end up kind of like always pushing kind of backwards a little bit, as opposed to putting themselves in that mechanical advantage position and pushing straight up. So when you pull your hands off the ground, make sure, look to push them right back down again where they were. Don't let them float forward a little bit. And then finally, on the bike, focus on using the legs because we have those swings, we have those push-ups, so we have some grip, we have some pushing. focus on releasing tension in the upper body, right? Let's not try to push and pull too hard today and really focus on using those legs to get those meters done. That's all I got for you. Have a great workout today. No extra credit today because this probably will take you a good half hour or so. I think it's enough for New Year's Eve. Got to save some energy for your big partying tonight. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. See you next year.